and welcome to another episode of the Marco Podcast,
a show dedicated to the realness of organization and entrepreneurship. This space was created for every woman who needs motivation or inspiration to get organized and to keep going after her dream. I'm your host, Angel J. Sit back and prepare for valuable tips, resources, laugh, and much more. If this is your first time here, welcome, and thanks for joining. If you've been hanging around for a while, welcome back, and I hope you brought a friend.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. We are going to talk about how I'm staying organized in 2024. So we're about a month into the year. I hope that everyone is doing well with their organization and that you are staying on top of it, that you got your goals set for 2024 and you are working to crush those. If you did not catch my episode at the end of last year make sure that you go back and you check that episode out. I mean, if you want to set resolutions, cool, no judgment here. I personally prefer resolutions. I personally prefer goals over resolutions. But yeah, so check that out if you haven't already. I believe it was just called, I'm looking it up now. So it should have been the end of the year episode on the 17th of December, should have been the one about goals and resolutions. So check that out. But anyways, I'm gonna get into it. So a couple of episodes ago, I told you all that I currently have 3 planners for this year, and that I have my podcast planner, and then I have my quotes in it, and it has some stickers in it. I haven't really gotten into using stickers in my planners yet. I can just never really figure out where to put them at. I mean, they give you like ideas of what to use them for, but I feel like I can never really figure out where to put them at. So I don't use them, but they have stickers if you're into stickers and using your planner. And then I like that each month starts off with like a positive quote for it. And at the beginning of the month, it gives you a place to put your goals for the month, your to-dos for the month, and then if you have any reminders that you need to do, birthdays, and then other important dates. And then when you flip the page, it has the full month layout. So I've been using that to write. And then it has another positive quote at the top of it. And I love the colors in it as well. And then you flip over and it breaks it down. It has like the daily to-do list. And what I love about it is that it has lines for you to write down, like if you prefer to write your appointments down on the daily spots, you can do it there. But then it also has a space for you to do your to-dos, and then a space at the top for your weekly reminders that you can check off. And I love that. And then it has more positive quotes, which I absolutely love. So this is a really simple planner, and I actually really love it so far. And I think I told you all that last year, I created my own planner, and I think just me being me, I think I got a little extra with it, and I didn't really use it to the full potential with it. I mean, I liked it, but book planner for me to write down like my episodes and stuff and the topics that I'm going to put in them and go, this has been a godsend, because what I was doing when I was planning out my podcast episodes was I had I got it from Etsy. It was a podcast planner bundle that I got. And so every time I needed more pages, I'd have to go in, I have to print it out, write all the questions in it, and then I'm like stapling stuff together, and I would put them into this notebook, and it got too much to try to carry the notebook around. So then I tried breaking it down into folders, and that was a lot. But I just love that I can, in this book, it's a paperback notebook. I can write everything down. I can keep everything together for the podcast. So I am definitely loving that. And I can probably get about 100 episodes or so written in this book. So, yay. So those are 2 things that I'm doing to stay organized. And then also we still have our big calendar downstairs with our command center on it. My son has started back writing on my calendar again. And then I think that gave my husband, that felt like he had the okay to write on the calendar, because I was like, your handwriting's on here. He's like, oh yeah, I thought you just forgot it. I was like, y'all are getting a little bit too comfortable writing on my calendar here. We're gonna have to talk about this, people. And of course, still using my calendar app on my phone as well to write stuff in and setting my reminders. And I also because I think I've told you all before that I'm a visual person and I like to see stuff. I do like convenience. Like I do still like to write stuff down with pen and paper, but I want the convenience of stuff to be able to look at it and not be like, oh, I don't have this paper with me. What am I supposed to do? So week and a half of January, really looking for a goal planning app and also like a habits tracker app, and I probably went through, I don't know, maybe about 10 or 15 of them. I saw one lady on Facebook who I know, she had a habits tracking app, and I was like, "Ooh, it's pretty and it's color coded. That's right on my alley." So I downloaded that one. I didn't like it. I downloaded another one. I was like, huh, it's okay. Then I was talking to my husband because he has like a couple that he's tried before, and he was telling me like which ones he liked. And so I tried those and I was like, then I was like, well, I don't want to have to do two separate apps. I would like to have like an app that just does the habits tracker and the goal planning. But as I was talking to my husband, he's like, you probably want one that's separate. He was like, because a lot of the ones that say they do habits and goals, it leans more towards one or the other. And I did play around with a couple of them. And he was right. It does. Like if you have one that says goals and habits, it's going to kind of lean more towards goals. If you have one that says habits and goals, it's more towards habits. And it's trying to make me make a goal a habit. And it's like, it's not. So finally, I settled on two apps that I like. One of them, the habit tracker, is called OnRise and is actually a recommendation from my husband. He told me about this when he said he uses it. So it's just really cute. It's simple. You can color code it, you download it. It's free, like it's not, and it gives you a blank spot so you can put in the activity that you want to do, or it gives you different options. It has like read on there, meditate, work out, drink water, brush teeth. I really hope that as adults we are all brushing our teeth twice a day. I felt some type of way when I saw that. Like I was like, what adult isn't brushing their teeth? But then I was like, well, maybe it's for like teenagers. I don't know. But yeah, that's there. Study, make bed, write and journal, eat breakfast, morning routine, eat healthy, pray, skincare, fast, different things like that. And like I said, you can write your stuff in there that you want to do, and then you select how many times do you want to do it. Do you want to do it 5 times, 10 times, however many times you want to do it, and then in how many days do you want to accomplish that? And so you do that and you set it, and then you can color coordinate it, and it'll set up a reminder. Like it asks you if you want to do it, if you're doing it every day, do you want to do it at the same time every day, do you want to do it at different times, what days of the week do you want to do it on? So if your habit is to, like, I put down one of my habits is to do yoga 3 times a week. That's a habit that I want to build. So it'll remind me on the 3 days that I set it for. And then the focus time, it tells you about like the focus technique where you work for 25, I'm sorry, I'm reading it out to y'all now. You divide your working hours into 25-minute focus blocks. And then after each focus block, you take a 5-minute break to refocus yourself. And so that's the focus. And then also, if you want to take a break to meditate, it has that on there as well. And then they have the journal portion in there if you would like to just journal. And then whatever your goals are that you have, not your goals, I'm sorry, whatever habits are that you selected, like the habits give you a space, but when you go to click on your journal app, you can scroll down to whichever habit it is, and you can make a note about it and write it in there. So I really like this one. It's called OnRise. I know it's available for Apple. I'm not sure if it's available for Android devices or not. I'm honestly not trying to be funny. I don't know if it's available or not, but I can definitely link it in the show links for you all if you want to check it out. And then the app that I'm using for my goals, it's called Progress. And this one here is simple as well. I think this one I was doing a trial on. Hold on, let's go on a little journey here and see if this one was a trial or not a trial, but if this one was a free one or if it was a paid one or not. It's called Progress. It does do a 7-day free trial, and then it's $7.99 per year until you cancel it. It's not too bad. $8 a year. And like I said, it's called Progress, and I'll also link that in the show as well. But you go in and you can color code this one. You can color code it, and you can also categorize it. So, like, I have a health category, I have a business category, I have a finance category, I have a faith category. And when I first got it, I was just trying to think. I was like, ooh, I need to add all these goals. And I was like, no, Angel, slow down. Like, take it slowly, get used to the app, build your good habits with it. And so it's the same thing as the other one, very similar to the other one. It has the plus sign. You name whatever the goal is. And then let's say that your goal is to save $1,000. If you already have 300 saved, then you'll put, initial value is, well, I put, initial value $300, current value $300, target value $1,000, and then you put whatever your the unit is, which is money. And so it's really cool because you already have some of it. When you go to look at it on the progress on your home screen, it'll show you that you're already working on that goal and what percentage you are away from it. And then you can select the category. You can add whatever kind of category you want, and then you have a display button, which is again where you can color code it, and then you can set it if you want to reset it. So if it's like something that you want to do every week, like one of my goals that I have on there is not to spend more than $25 eating out a week, and I have it scheduled to reset every Sunday for me not to eat out. And you can also add notes on there, and then it has quick actions on there, like if you slide it and hold it down, it'll add $5 or add $10. But you can do different units of measurement on there. It has currency on there, it has time on there, it has weight, it has distance, and then it also has others, like if you want to read a certain amount of books or if you want to watch a certain amount of movies, you can also customize it as well. I think that that's really cool. So that's how I'm staying organized with my habits and my goals, is on Rise in Progress. I also found a really cool book on Amazon. Another thing that I wanted to do this year was I really wanted to read the Bible. And I'm like, it's really interesting, but I don't know where to start. And I was like, are you just supposed to randomly pick it up and start somewhere? Where am I supposed to start? So, end of last year, I went on Amazon and I was like, I really want something that will help you kind of guide you with reading the Bible. And I found this book. It's called The Bible in 52 Weeks, a year-long Bible study for women by Dr. Kimberly D. Moore. And I'll also link that in the show notes. And so it's broken down into weeks, and each week it gives you your daily readings. So it gives you 6 days of daily readings, and then it gives you the 7th day is for you to catch up. And then it gives you kind of like a little story, I guess, that's based on what the readings of the week are for. And then it also comes with points to ponder. So for instance, I'm currently on the third week because recording in the third week. And so it's the third week is entitled Everything is Purposeful, and it's in the second chapter of Exodus. And so it's talking about the birth of Moses and Pharaoh and everything that went on, the people being held by Pharaoh. And then the points to ponder, it gives you 3 questions in there. Do you know what your purpose is in life? Can you name a time when you knew your purpose would help someone else complete their purpose? How did you help them? And then it gives you a prayer. So, and then that's what you do for the week. So I think that that's really good as well. So that's how I'm staying organized with my Bible studies and my time with God. And I think that that's all of my organizational tools that I have been using. I have also been playing around with Asana. It's another organizational tool that someone who's on my podcast was telling me about. And so I've been using that for like my business stuff. I do like it. I think that I'm going to use it more for, because I was using it for daily reminders for my business and for tasks and stuff like that. And I think I may do it for stuff that's a weekly occurrence. Like I have certain groups and stuff on in Facebook that have certain days that you're allowed to post. And so I like to make sure that I'm posting on those days. And so I just have the reminders reset for that. So I think that I may keep using it for that. And then also I like that you can put your projects in there and you can do a timeline for your projects. And so that has been very beneficial with me when I've been creating courses or workshops, to put that in there. So I think that I will keep using it for that. But as far as like other simple things, if I'm just like, oh, I need to edit this, or I need to contact someone about something, I think I may just keep using just my reminder app for that I've been doing. So that's how I am staying organized this year with those tools there that I have. Also, trying to do better with meal planning. So, if anyone out there has gotten meal planning down to like a science, please send me an email and help me out to get it down to a science. But yeah, I just hope that you all are staying organized and that you have found the tools that are working for you and that are going to help you reach your organizing goals and to help you to build better habits and just stay on top of those organizing habits and sticking with them. And remember to start small. Don't feel like you have to just completely go out and get crazy with it. Start with one thing and keep working your way up. If you have any tools that you just think are absolutely amazing that you have been using, let me know and I'll be happy to talk about them on the show. All right, chat with you all soon. Bye. Before we go, I have a 5-star review that I would like to read. This review comes from Grizz McTender. Grizz says, "Love the pod. Angel is informative and the episodes are both fun and educational." Thank you so much, Grizz, for listening and for leaving me that wonderful review. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Modco podcast. I hope that you enjoyed this episode and learned something from it. Be sure to share this episode with a friend, family member, colleague, or anyone you think will enjoy it. Make sure you hit the follow or subscribe button. And if you love the podcast, please leave us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcasting app. That helps others to find us and gets us listed in other show recommendations. So you all know that I run on coffee, and so does the show. If you'd like to buy us a coffee, you can do so by clicking on the link in the show notes. Thank you so much, and chat soon.